Joe in real life. So I'm listening to Code Orange underneath. And if you don't know, Code Orange is like a metalcore, punkcore band. A little backstory. They've been recommended to me for years, like several years at this point. And I've given them a shot on 2 other occasions and was not impressed. I kind of thought they were cringy and lame, actually. And I don't know, man. Like, I didn't give them a really good chance. I'm fallible, all right. But this 2020 album, Underneath, people were like, "Oh, you gotta listen to Underneath. You gotta It's got da 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 da." And I'm like, I listened to them before, man. I didn't like it. And they were like, "Yeah, but this one's different. This one's different." I'm like, you said that last time, man, and I didn't like it. Would still come up in circles, for years now. Similarly, my streaming service keeps popping it up every month or so. It would be like, "Hey, you listen to blah blah blah. You listen to Terrasite, so I bet you'd like Code Orange Underneath." And I'm like, I bet I won't. YouTube streaming. Leave me alone, all right? I've turned this down a dozen times or more at this point. Well, I listened to it yesterday, and I love it. They go so fucking hard, and it's all glitchy and weird, and just what a breakthrough album. What a breakthrough album it is. Now, there's still cringy shit in it, and this is what I really love about it. All of the qualities that I didn't like about the older albums are still in this album, but they've integrated them in a more organic way. Like, they're less lame than like Slipknot, but it's got a Slipknot vibe to it. And also, I don't know anything about this band, and I'm not trying to start like, I don't know, some kind of online dispute or anything, because I have zero interest in that, and I don't care at all. So if that comparison is in some way rude, then I apologize, just straight up. But I get a Slipknot vibe from it, me personally, and I don't really like that vibe. I did love the last Slipknot album though, but that's another story for another reason. Yeah, Code Orange is good. It's good. Or at least the album Underneath is good. And that was 2020, and I'm pretty sure they're coming out with a new album pretty soon. Which is why it's getting recommended really hard to me right now. That usually means a new album's coming out. So, or an EP at least. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about today. I'm going to do some real simple basic squatting. I feel 90%, like almost totally better. And tomorrow, I'm going to go hard myself. I'm going to reclaim this old man's body, and I'm going to launch my new routine, which I'm really excited about. If you're a metal person, you like metal, and you haven't already, give Code Orange Underneath a try. I think I'm the last holdout, which is not surprising. I'm pretty slow to change, but I do at last, in fact, change. So, to my credit, I did, in fact, come around. And I can admit that I'm wrong. I was wrong about that album. I was really wrong. You want to do some squats next? Let's do some squats. You want to squat? I want to see if I can actually get up and down with my daily minimum today. And then we're done. Tomorrow, it's for real. All right, stay tuned. Well, after senselessly ranting about Code Orange, I guess rant doesn't fit. It's in a positive way. Oh, by the way, this is almost 3 times speed. I'm working up to my daily minimum in the front squat. I felt like front squat had to be the real test because that's what hurt the most. Anyway, I'm pretty proud of myself because I got it. And like, it did not feel 100%, but it felt pretty good. It felt okay, you know? All I'm doing here with this kettlebell is a little bit of loaded mobility work that I like to do before squats, and I realize I almost never show that stuff to you. Basically, I'm getting into the deepest squat I can with a kettlebell. I started with 25 pounds. I end with 55. I get in the bottom position, activate my glutes, my glute medius. I press my knees forward over my toes, and it's a weight that's not especially dangerous, 25 pounds. And I'm just trying to make sense of the shapes and see what my body really has to offer. Now, probably that sounds like a good diagnostic tool. And that if you like get into positions and you have pain or you have mobility issues or you have alignment issues, then it would be a good indication to not move forward. And certainly if that was what I was doing, that would be a good idea. Even saying it out loud right now, I'm like, yeah, that probably would be smart. But that's not actually what I'm doing. I'm checking what I'm going to squat no matter what. So I'm checking what path is available. Now, often a little warm up like this, and I have a couple variations of it. I do the, I can't remember the name right now. The like good morning squat hybrid. Anyway, I'll do something like that with the bar on my back for a similar reason. And if my usual positions aren't available, I'll use this to gain some proprioception of what positions are available. And then I'll squat in those positions. So what does that sound like? That sounds like I'm reinforcing bad movement patterns. And to a degree, it sounds like that because that's actually what's happening. I would counter that I'm getting into positions regularly and I'm negotiating with bad positions as well as good positions. Also, with a daily squat regimen, I'm using this more as like an advanced level stretch than I am proper work, especially over the last 2 weeks. That's what I've been doing because I've been so jacked up. Now, going forward, I'm going to have 2 specific squat workouts a week. 1 back squat, 1 front squat. And I'm going to work those with proper periodization, progressive overload, you know? I think I'm going to do it block style. That has the most appeal to me in that it feels the safest, and I'm a little gun shy just because, you know, I'm getting old and I'm falling apart. But also it just feels practical and safe, and it's more in line with the way I want to progress, which is confidently and slowly. The rest of the days of the week, the other 5 days, I'm just going to do stuff like this. And knees over toes, and some upper body inspired knees over toes stuff. In fact, I'm going to more formally spell this out tomorrow. And I would like to have a video record of what my rehab looks like. And, you know, kind of for myself, but also for any of you, where like, this is what it looks like to lean into what's good and not get fucking screwed up by what might be optimal or best, you know? I guess that's my thesis statement, you know? I'm not interested in sacrificing, I forget the colloquialism, you know? But it's like, if that attitude where if it's not perfect, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be that guy. I don't like that shit. I never have. You know, I'd rather do something suboptimal than nothing. And hey, maybe I'm wrong about this, you know, and if I'm wrong, good. Like I am attached to it. My ego is tied into this, but so what? Like, I ran out of time again. All I wanted to say is like, yeah, being wrong sucks and making mistakes sucks, but I've been wrong before, you know? It's not that big a deal. And if my plan ends up being not that great a plan, I'm okay with that. Something I feel like the training world is missing. I'm about to rant again. And that I wish that there was more of this attitude, you know? I'm here pursuing my interests and for my joy, doing what excites me. And it is absolutely possible, it's 100% possible, and more like that there are better plans that would work better. But I don't lift weights to be the best. I don't want to hire a guy to write me a program and then execute that program and make great results. That doesn't excite me. I wouldn't feel connected to those results. And I'm not picking on you if you're wired different. That's not how I want to do this, you know? This is self-exploration for me. This is my alone time where I'm kind of investing in who I am and what I am as a human animal. And if someone is holding my hand and walking me through that, well, I might get great results, but I failed the investigation. That's not okay with me, you know? I don't truck with that shit. That said, there's no hate implied in there, you know? We're all different. We're all pursuing for our own reasons. And maybe that's all I need to say. Anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other today. I've got a long work day, but first I'm going to have some breakfast and play some Tears of the Kingdom with my kid. Yeah, the Legend of Zelda game. It's fucking baller. It's the most ridiculous game I've ever played. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll talk more about what the next 7 months are going to look like. I'm going to hunt for my New Year's resolution. I'm going to focus on that entirely, and we'll review that tomorrow. I'll see you then.